Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I am Lexi. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today's video is a little bit different for me. This video is a project video, I guess you could say. Today my project is to tackle the playroom behind me here. Our playroom is just a disaster. What we've been doing for organizing has not been working, or it has worked until this point, but it's just not working for us anymore. So yesterday I spent part of the day just kind of looking at different blogs, checking out other people's kind of organization ideas, and kind of came up with something that I'm crossing my fingers will work okay for us. I'm doing it today for a couple of reasons. One is our baby is crawling and on the move, so we need to get some stuff reorganized. We have this playroom. It's kind of a catch-all room. There's like a craft corner. It's also extra storage, and then the rest of the room is like playroom for the kids. But my son and my oldest son, who is 3.5, ends up bringing most of the toys out into the living room to play, which I'm going to try and prevent that from happening. So my goal number 1 is to organize. Number 2 is to like purge and get rid of things we're not using, things we have multiples of, things he just doesn't play with. And then the third thing is to get some of his toys upstairs to his bedroom. We have mostly books up there for bedtime, and once in a while he'll bring some toys up there to play. But I'd like to get some more toys up there that are things, you know, that the baby really should not have or be around, some of his smaller toys, and things like that. So, first thing I'm going to do is show you a real life version of what this playroom looks like. Okay, here we go. I am doing for labels. I looked online and I found some, but had difficulty sort of opening them on my computer. So I ended up making my own, which was a little bit of a time-consuming process just to look for all the different clip art. But I'm happy with what I did. So I just used the graph feature in my Word program on the computer and found different clip art for what I needed. So and then I just printed these on regular printer paper, and then I laminated them with a laminator so that they were a little more durable. And so I'm going to go through these. Just the nice thing about this was that you can totally customize it to exactly what you need. And I'm realizing now that I'm kind of getting into the process that there will be a few more that I will need, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and get those made too. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out, and then I'm just going to use like the clear heavy-duty packaging tape to go ahead and tape them onto my plastic bins. So I will definitely show you the finished product once these are on all of our bins now. Alright, so here is my laundry basket full of things that we found that can find a new home. Just kind of a random grouping of things, some tools with little pieces that we don't really play with, couple of little books and things that are kind of worn out. This little baby was actually mine when I was little. I'm gonna just message my sister and see if she wants this baby doll. On the bottom here I have a bunch of like girls dress-up clothes, and they are all dance costumes that were mine when I was younger, so I'm gonna ask my sister if she wants those for her girls as well. Yeah, just a couple of some movies that we don't really watch, or the cases are misplaced. Another toy part that's like a little building to put together, but just doesn't seem to stay together. So yeah, kind of random stuff, random places. Some of it I will just donate, some of it I will check with my sister. A couple things, like this hat just has like a crack in it, so that will just go in the garbage. And then right here is all of the containers and bins that were in the playroom that we have replaced with hopefully a better, easier to use system. So some of these I will keep and maybe use for some other things. My next project is to tackle our like art supplies and things like that. So maybe use some of these for that, or maybe in the kids' closet upstairs. But lots of random bins that we have replaced. So let me go ahead and show you our finished product. Dun, 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 dun. So we can see the floor again, which is nice. I know it will not stay like this, but I like it right now. And I'm hoping that with our new kind of organization system that it will just be easier for things to get picked up. Now that everything kind of has a home with a picture label, that will make it easy to kind of identify. So here we go. Starting over here, I did not really change a whole lot here. Down there on the bottom, I did just put all the puzzles in a bin with a label. The box of the big Legos and wood blocks were there before. So we just didn't really do anything with those, but I do need to just make some new labels for those. And then this is kind of our big bin of big tractors and trucks. This is like a bulk of our toys. And so they're really hard to like find a place for and have a container for just because they are so big. But those are definitely like our favorites. So kind of just got all those. They were before in one of the big circular tubs. So I feel like just having this rectangular tub just kind of maximizes the amount of space. And then here in our little kitchen cupboard, we just have a couple of things on top and then got all of the food into a bin there. And then down here in the cupboard, we just have the dishes and then just a couple of little flashlights there. And then in this corner, we have our dress-up bin on the bottom. And so that I have the lid on just because it's not something we use super often, but we definitely do dress up sometimes. And then I just have another big bin full of stuffed animals. Stuffed animals are definitely also some of his favorite. So we have a lot of those. And believe it or not, I did go through those like last month just when I cleaned the playroom. And I did get rid of some. But you would never know it. And then here we are in the kitchen. There's Owen playing with the pots and pans. There's a giant cow that doesn't fit in the bin, doesn't really have a home. And then this is just another kind of catch-all for those types of trucks and tractors and just all kinds of vehicles and stuff. And then in there, I just placed this bin with our baby dolls and the baby dolls like clothes and bottles and accessory type stuff. And then on this shelf is kind of where we did a majority of the stuff. Bigger stuff on the bottom. And then in the bins, we have big trucks, all of our farm animals, which we have a lot of those. Just regular animals, some action figures. Up here, our Nerf guns and bullets. Trains. I also have a couple monster truck things in there too. I was just kind of getting into monster trucks, so just a couple of those. A couple of other little playthings that we use. And then up here is just puzzles and games. They're in the bin, honey. In that bin right there with the trains. Some learning games like flashcards, that kind of thing. Activity books. And then up top, games. Those are more like grown-up games. And then also up here, like supervised things like the Play-Doh, which we take down and take to the kitchen table. Some of the movies and DVDs. And then those are a container of like the really little Legos, which if my oldest wants to play, we take those down and go to the table. Same, this bin usually just works good for balls. I did put down just kind of our car mat here. We did have another one of these, which I brought upstairs to my son's room for him to be able to play cars up there as well. This is just a new Hot Wheels track. That is a new toy we just got for potty training. So that has been his favorite. So we just left it there. And then bookshelf. I also went through our books about a month ago when I just had cleaned the playroom. So just kind of got those organized and put back on there. And then the last couple bins are tools, which are our favorite. Farm toys, another favorite, and then like Matchbox type cars there too. So, and then on our freezer, I just have some other, these are like smaller bins that doesn't really have a home. So after I go through like art supplies and organize that, I'll be getting rid of some more of these containers that we're not using. And then this is just a couple of bins in the living room. These are all baby toys. I got this out too for him to be able to kind of play around with. So yeah, kind of got that down to just 2 bins, everything together there for the baby. This is just a couple of other things that we did have kind of in the living room, but the baby has pretty much outgrown them, so I'm going to go ahead and check with a friend who's having a baby to see if she wants those. And then our last little shelf here, this had a bunch of toys on here, and books and just kind of random things get shoved on there. So we went through that. We still have one bin of books here if we want to snuggle on the couch and just read a book. And then down on the bottom, just a couple of little toys that the baby can play with, or honestly, my 3.5-year-old still loves those toys too. So that is everything with my organization project. I hope you guys like this video. I would love to hear in the comments below what you guys use for organizing your toys, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and let me know if you'd like to see more organization type of videos. Have a great day, you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.